Hey, good evening. Hope you are all doing well. Hope your Thursday was going good. Um, so I was going to leave this unedited and just let the trades play out, but it's like freaking 45-minute long video plus there is like 10 minutes or 15 minutes in between trades. That won't work. That is not a good video for anybody to watch. So without further ado, let's get into some of the trades that I took today. I took one trade in the Asian market last night. So you are literally watching a fresh start minus one trade. Um, it's crazy. The last 2 days have been pretty wild in the NQ, in the market in general. 8 tick take profit. It seems to work for me. Today it worked really well for me. There is one trade in particular that I want to point out that I was particularly proud of because I could see it literally before it happened. Um, and there is an issue with the trade copier in one of these where it works out actually in my favor. I'm not sure how. I've gone back and looked at it twice. It's almost like it took my take profit as I was going long and put me in it short as it was coming back down. I don't know. I've looked at it twice and still can't really figure it out. But yeah, look, pushing up looks like it tags me in. I take profit at the right time. I like it. I'll take it. What are we? We're 4 trades deep now. I wasn't even counting. Again, like I was saying in the video yesterday, it really doesn't take that long to rack up the profits. It really doesn't. When you get it right. When you get it wrong, it doesn't take long to drain your pockets freaking dry, right? Uh, that one's just a little push up that I was taking out. Just reading the momentum of where things are going and riding that, you know. Again, I'm looking at the SPY off. I stopped putting picture in picture of the SPY on here. I think that's a little. It without having a full view of it, it kind of makes it too clustered to me. Um, but yeah, just sitting here riding the wave. That's all I'm doing all through these trades is just riding the wave of where I think it's going to go. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not so much. uh So I'm getting very close to being done with these sets of accounts right here. I think I take one more trade in this, and this is the one that I was talking about where the trade copier kind of lags or it hangs or it puts me in short when I am trying to get out going long. And it actually worked out in my favor for once. This might be one of the only times where it actually works in my favor as opposed to against me. So if you sit here and watch, is it this trade? It is this trade. If you sit here and watch the P&L on this, it starts gaining. So it's almost like it put me in an extra short contract as it dumped back down, which it worked out in my favor, but that's not what I had in mind on that trade right there. And now I have started the new set. Um, First trade on the second set of accounts. This is the trade that I was talking about. This is the trade I was talking about that I was actually proud of myself. I could see that if we broke below this support level, that it was going to be a dump down, right? Uh, Sometimes I have done this and it completely just knocked the ladder out of me. It comes down, it clicks me in, and then it goes right back up without hitting the take profit. This one, I guess I got lucky on. It did it exactly the way I was intending, exactly the way I was planning on. Again, sometimes that blows up in my face, but I could actually see this one. Really like, okay, this is gonna happen if it goes there. Yes. It feels so good when you get it right. And again, if I would have gotten that wrong, I mean, that's instant pain going back the other way because it didn't look back after that, right? That was an instantaneous drop, fill, and back up. So, and within just a few trades, I am almost done trading this set of accounts. I tried to clip a little bit more of the run up to me actually getting into a trade, so you can see kind of where my headspace is at. This one is starting to trail down a little bit. Again, I'm watching the SPY, whatever the SPY is doing. If the SPY isn't just dumping, well, there's a good opportunity for me to catch the bounce, and that's exactly what I just did there. Is this style for everybody? Absolutely not. It is a soul stealer when you get it wrong. It is. It just is. You're literally just riding the wave, and if the wave crashes and you are on the wrong side of it, you are hurt. So I'm not suggesting at all that this is a good strategy for everybody. It is great for me. It's the exact way that I love to trade. Um, yeah. And I'll get to, so I don't capture the last account on video. Can't remember how many more trades I take in this series on these two. This one, it looks like I weather some pain a little bit, huh? And it happens. I don't always get it right, right? Um, and as long as it's not running to the heavens, or in this case, down under, I feel okay with holding on to it. So in this, with the 150K accounts, I feel relatively confident in holding a trade that goes against me until it gets to about $1,500, $1,800 or so. And that's when it's like, okay, well, what are we really doing here? Right. Cause then, you're in bad drawdown. You're in a big amount of drawdown at that point, and then it starts to really, the noose starts to tighten at that point to me. So as long as we were at that previous level of support and bounced off that and come back up, I feel okay with holding stuff like that. The same is true if I'm going short. If it's reaching at the top of where it was just at, I feel confident in hanging on to whatever trade that I'm in. With caveat of what happened with the other account, and I will get to that as soon as this one is done playing out. Well, I already know what happened, so we'll just fast forward. Eventually, it goes there. I promise. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about what happened to the other account. I got stuck somewhere in here in that other account that is off. Man, I was in a trade for hours, literally hours, stuck. I bought at the top of one of these run ups. And it's actually back here. It was actually back in here. Bought at the top of one of these run ups, and well, for hours you see it did nothing but go down and then sideways, and it would come up, and then it would give me glimmers of hope that it was going to come out, and it would fall right back down. And I'm just, oh my god, man, come on, come back to me, come back to me. And I didn't buy my way out of it. Every time that it would pop up, and I would be like, okay, well, now I'm going to be able to flip, turn and burn, and purchase my way out of here. It would drop right back down. And thank goodness that I didn't, because the 3 times that I went to add to it, I got the rug pulled out from under me. I didn't click the button, but if I would have, it would have intensified the pain at that point, and I would have cut the whole trade, and I would have taken a giant L. And I was just fortunate that it worked out in my favor, and it came back and finally bailed me out. Granted, it made me sweat it out, and it took freaking forever. So with that, let's get into the actual P&L today. I did not hit the goal in that last account. By the time it got me out, it was very late in the afternoon. It was what, 2:30 or so? And then the market volatility was coming at 250 when that algorithm kicks on. And it just wasn't worth it to me at that point to go back and chase for one more trade, because I know what happens when I need one more trade. I'll go find that one more trade, and it'll be the wrong one. So I just let it be. It got me out. It got me out in profit. So I just let it be at that. I did hit the goal in the other accounts. That one right there is that $651 win, is that one where it put me in for an extra short when I didn't intend for it to. And again, it worked out in my favor, and it worked out in my favor for like $130 extra or whatever that is right there. So, puts me up 2360 on the day. Puts me at 11,623 for the week, or excuse me, for the total P&L, and for the week, just under 8K. So if I am able to somehow manage to hit the profit targets in all of the accounts tomorrow, that would give me a freaking 10K week. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. And it is so amazing to me what the market can offer you. And I am no genius. If you were to talk to my friends and family, they would be like, he does what? He made what? Rusted. Uh, yeah. It's it is just it. There are infinite amounts of money to be made and lost in the market, right? A heavy emphasis on lost. uh, it just amazes me. It boggles my mind of how much money is transferred in and out of the market, and not just in futures. I mean, the market in general, right? Um, it's crazy. But I have had a fantastic week. I hope to finish it off strong tomorrow. Um, and that is all I got for tonight. As always, I appreciate you all tuning in, and I will catch you tomorrow. Until then, take care.